On today's live daily news, a famous YouTuber took advantage of the Concho Valley's wide open spaces. Beware, the warrant list is coming, and the Cactus Crusade comes to an end, for now. Plus, it's the middle of summer, and the Angry Cactus's Tim Condon, you know the chef there at the Angry Cactus, he shows you the best drink to cool you down. All this and more, I'm Joe Hyde, and this is Live. But before we get to the news, situated downtown near the Concho River, the recently remodeled Clarion Hotel provides an upscale, convenient location for your next business trip or meeting. All rooms are upgraded for your maximum comfort. The Clarion has a full-service restaurant and bar and serves a hearty hot breakfast every morning. The Clarion has ample meeting space for your next meeting or company get-together, and it's the only hotel just steps away from the McNeese Convention Center. For business or pleasure, choose the upgraded Clarion Hotel. We start the show today with news coming out of the courthouse. The Cactus Crusader was gut-punched in State District Court last month for slander, libel, and defamation. San Angelo businessman Lee Pfluger sued the Crusader, Zane White, for defamation. When White did not respond to the court as requested, the judge ruled in Pfluger's favor. On June 26, Judge Carmen Dusick ordered White to pay Pfluger $3,127,250 in damages. Those damages will be forever increasing at a rate of 5% per annum until paid in full. The judge's ruling incorporated $1,023,000 in actual damages, and then she enhanced them with an additional $2 million in punitive damages, plus interest of $104,000 since Pfluger had filed his lawsuit on August 22, 2022. The court agreed that Pfluger was harmed by the public utterances and social media postings by White. Judge Dusick wrote, Defendant White published defamatory statements with actual malice after the court admitted that the plaintiff, that's Pfluger, is clear and convincing evidence of same. Even White seemed to agree with the judge's assessment when, in a pro se filing on his own behalf, he wrote his claims about Pfluger were admittedly unflattering. Still, White failed to answer Pfluger's lawsuit petition, and by mid-November 2022, the court moved to a default judgment against White. The next step was a hearing to determine the damages. Pfluger's attorneys asked for damages amounting to $1,000 per person who heard or read White's remarks defaming Pfluger. At issue is White's one-man crusade to complain about the disrepair of the sign letters high atop the Cactus Hotel at East Toohig and South Oak Street in downtown San Angelo. Pfluger controls this hotel through a nonprofit corporation. For decades, these green neon letters on the tallest structure in downtown San Angelo spelled Hotel Cactus. According to White, some of the letters were removed for repairs in 2005 by Mr. Pfluger and never replaced. That Pfluger never restored the sign, whose letters now spell nothing, is a violation of the City of San Angelo sign ordinance, he argued. Corrupt city officials, of course he's going to say corrupt city officials, have allowed Pfluger to get away with the sign ordinance violation for many years, White claimed. Pfluger said the outcome of the lawsuit is a win for the community. He says San Angelo is not a corrupt place to live, and the constant drumbeat of the Cactus Crusader alleging corruption at every level of city government and with his business created an air of uncertainty about the honesty of the community. Mr. White now has two local institutions that have looked into his allegations, that is, the City of San Angelo and now a state district court, and both have determined that White's allegations are false, Pfluger said. For more details, check the business section of sanangelolive.com. In other news, the biggest YouTube celebrity, Mr. Beast, was recently in the Concho Valley. In fact, he was not only here, but he made a pretty cool video while visiting. His most recent video, titled A Train versus a Giant Pit, was shot at the JL Bar Ranch in Sutton County. What happened in the video? Well, It's pretty self-explanatory. But of course, if you want to watch it, check out the video on our website. The San Angelo Police Department was busy this morning searching for a missing woman here in town. 49-year-old Sarah Moreland went missing from the 3000 block of Rockbrook at around 8 o'clock this morning. Luckily for Sarah and her family, officers found the missing woman before 10 a.m. The SAPD wants to thank everyone who assisted in the search. Speaking of searches, if you have city warrants, the cops may be looking for you this month. The City of San Angelo announced this morning that at the end of the month, the municipal court will be releasing its annual warrant list. This warrant roundup will begin on July 28th at 4:30 p.m. If you fail to pay your tickets and fines in full by this time, then your name will be posted on the list. The list will be on display on sanangelolive.com, so if you're on it, I'd get it squared away. I don't want to be facing too much heat. The main reason for this is because there's already too much heat out there. For the next 7 days, expect extremely high temperatures. There's currently a heat advisory in effect, and that will likely be upgraded to an excessive heat warning by the end of the week. There's no rain in the forecast for this week, and maybe next week, but that's probably unlikely as well. And of course, to stay up to date on the weather, check in every day on the live daily news show or on the homepage of sanangelolive.com. Finally, the Big 12 Media Day is right around the corner. That's the day where the football coaches and players from places like Texas, Texas Tech, TCU, and other schools around here that are not in the SEC, gig 'em, meet the media. Exclusive to San Angelo, our sports guy, Ryan Chadwick, will be there. He will tell you what to expect right after this message from Jim Bass Ford.
Need more room? Jim Bass Ford has a huge selection of third-row SUVs. Like Ford Expedition, with available Ford Blue Cruise hands-free highway driving technology. An available 15.5-inch LCD touchscreen display to maximize your screen time, and Ford Copilot 360 Driver Assist to maximize your confidence. Ford Expedition, driving enjoyment to the max. Come see for yourself at Jim Bass Ford at the corner of Houston Hart and Arden Road, or shop 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
This week, the Big 12 will host its annual Big 12 Media Days for the upcoming football season. All the head coaches, some key players, and the Big 12 commissioner will all gather at Cowboy Stadium in Arlington to field questions from the media and hold conferences. This year, San Angelo Live will represent San Angelo as a member of the media at the conference. Stay tuned later this week for some exclusive action from the University of Texas, Texas Tech, and other Texas Big 12 schools. In other sports news, registration for the Little Bobcat Club ends soon. Membership to the Little Bobcat Club includes an official Bobcat t-shirt, a Family Bobcats Booster Club membership, an autograph session with the varsity Bobcat football players at Meet the Bobcats, and the opportunity to lead the Bobcats out of the tunnel and onto the football field on Little Bobcat Night. Registration costs $25 per child and $15 per additional child in the same family. Registration ends on July 15th, so don't miss the opportunity to get involved with the Central football team. The link to sign up can be found on sanangelolive.com in the sports section. And for more sports around the Concho Valley and beyond, be sure to check in every day at sanangelolive.com/sports.
Our job is about so much more than cleaning floors. It's about personal investment.
We're always looking for opportunities to bring joy to everyone in the house.
So often, it's the small acts of kindness that mean the most.
You see, caring for people isn't new, even if they are.
At Carpet Tech, serving is always personal.
Welcome back to the show. We are here with just a regular guest around here. At this point, it's Tim Condon, the owner and executive chef of the Angry Cactus. Tim, we usually cook. It looks like today we don't have many cooking utensils out, so tell me what you got.
Well, we're gonna do a drink we've been working on for a while. It's called the Hibiscus Kiss.
All right.
It's an amazing kind of West Texas fusion. It's kind of like a ranch water a little bit, but with some hibiscus, and we're gonna kind of add our little flair to it.
So you're talking about the flour. like the actual hibiscus flower? Is that what you're going to be able to? I know they use that a lot for tasting and stuff. So what exactly have you done to make you be able to taste it?
Yeah, so we're actually going to use two components of hibiscus. We're going to use a tequila where we take the tequila and we put some dried hibiscus leaves in, and it gets this beautiful bright red color. And then we also have this nice hibiscus tea, which is just steeped hibiscus leaves. Bright red, beautiful with a little sugar in it. So it's like a sweet tea made out of hibiscus.
And you get a little bit of benefit, I guess, from drinking that. Hibiscus tea is good for you, so that you get a little bit of the health benefit when you get a little turnt too at the same time. I'm in. I like to see it. So enough talking about it. Let's go ahead and just crack right into this thing. What's step one?
Yeah, so step one is we're going to make the rim. So what in this drink, what we like to do is we're going to make a salt that's got a flavor of lime. Okay, and what's beautiful is I've got this nice Young Living essential oils. It's the lime flavor.
So you're putting essential oils in this too. Were you just on like a full health kick when you decided to make this drink?
Potentially.
I like it. So you get a little bit of that lime, the essential oil, you dip it in there with a little bit of salt, give it a good shake.
Nice little kosher salt here.
Everyone loves that. There you
Give
go.
it a shake, and you're going to be absolutely floored at the smell. Smell that. It's just super citrusy. Like, wow, where did that come from, right? So
That's crazy.
That's what we use on the rim. And what makes that really amazing is it's got that nice aroma of salt, but it's not gonna like overpower with the citrus, right? So like you've got the salt and you've got kind of like that flavor of salt all around the rim. But the lime is not gonna really, it'll knock you off your socks a little, but it's not gonna really penetrate the drink with acidity.
And I think it kind of balances with, like if you sometimes you get a margarita from somewhere and then that salt is just like way too salty, kind of takes over the drink almost a little bit. But with that lime, it kind of balances it out a little bit.
Exactly. So we're just gonna crust that with a little bit of the lime salt that we got here. And that's gonna, like I said, give you that nice lime flavor, but at the same time, not really punch you in the face with the acidity, right?
Cool. Yep.
All right, and then what we're gonna do is go ahead and just top this off with a little bit of ice, just to get the ice up there.
There you go.
And I like to, this is gonna be one where we just pour it right into the glass after we shake it.
Awesome.
So we've got our stuff set up. All right, now we're gonna make the cocktail. So the cocktail's gonna start with some of this beautiful hibiscus tequila.
So we've had you on the past. Last time we did a drink, we had this Cabo Wabo. It didn't look the same, and folks, I know you may not be able to see it, but inside of there, you put the hibiscus leaves in there, and it's turned this thing from brown clear to
bright red.
Bright red or almost like a burgundy. Yeah, it's really crazy. It just turned it, and you can definitely tell the smell too with that. So what are we cooking with right there?
And then that's a little bit of elderberry or elderflower liqueur.
Okay.
Little Saint Germain. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and squeeze some nice ripe lime.
Oh yeah.
Put that right there. All right, and then the final step here, now that I got all my stuff squeezed.
Best part.
Kind of agitate it.
Yep.
All right, and we're gonna take and finish it with a little bit of tea.
Yeah,
look at that bright red tea.
Color too, exactly.
And I'll do a little bit more just for fun. All right, and we're gonna shake that nice, and you're gonna see.
All right, so you know the tricks. You know how you're gonna throw it up in the air. Maybe you can do it 3.
I'm a chef, not a mixologist.
There you go.
And we are gonna use a little bit of that ice as well, but we're gonna pour that right over the top, right there.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Just kind of go back and forth there, and a nice little cocktail for the summertime. We're also gonna float a little lime and a little orchid right over the top.
Oh, look how pretty that is.
And what's beautiful about this cocktail is that it's got this nice balance, but it's also got this like beautiful like rim of salt that you have to get through. And it shouldn't be too sweet. It should be just nice and refreshing. So let's go ahead and try it.
Oh yeah.
So once you get through that salt on that first drink, you should be craving more of the sweetness, right? More of the kind of the floral elements. And this is called the Hibiscus Kiss.
So y'all are going to be bringing this to Angry Cactus. pretty soon.
Yeah, we're going to be doing this in the next week or so, just kind of testing it out, see how our customers like it. But
I think it's a really good
really
summer
nice
drink.
cocktail.
I think to have a summer drink, it really needs to be like kind of light, but also a little fruity and sweet. You don't want something, like heavy.
Yeah.
It's the summertime, and this is a really good way to do it. And you can taste the flower in it. I think that's the crazy part is like you can really taste the hibiscus in this, and plus I bet you that elderflower helps a little bit too.
Yeah, so it should be like a moderately dry, not too sweet kind of deal going on here.
Yeah.
And I should have brought some straws. Actually, there are some over there. You could probably, but like when you use a straw, you're going to be able to not get through that salt, at the rim and on every. And
But you can
kinda
taste
take
that
it.
lime in the salt too.
Exactly, and it's kind of like one of those things where you get that good flavor, but you don't get that hard acidity, and that's kind of what we're going for.
Yeah, and I think the amount of the tequila, I think maybe because it's kind of flavored at this point to that hibiscus, you don't get that overbearing alcohol taste, I guess. So you can taste it's in there, but it's not hitting you, punching you in the back of the throat, I guess.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the key is, a nice, well-balanced cocktail is going to have a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of bitterness, and in this case, we get it from some of the high hibiscus, we get the tartness.
Yeah.
And then, this gives this nice floral context, too, with the elderflower liqueur. So great cocktail, well-balanced. That's what we're after.
All right, Tim. Well, it's been a pleasure. This is a really good cocktail, guys. You can go get it pretty soon, within the next couple of weeks, down there at the Angry Cactus 1 West Concho. Make sure you guys go down there. Tim, thanks for coming on.
All right, my bad.
All right, we'll go back to the studio.
I don't know.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Condos Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Condos Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Condo stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Condos at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
There's nothing better than a drink prepared by Chef Tim Condon. And I think Matt Tremble might have gotten a little loopy on it. But anyway, this has been the Live Daily News. We're broadcasted every weekday afternoon. We also are on Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts. So if you're into podcasting, you can listen to the show while you're working out or running down Live Oak like I do sometimes. It's really cool. We have about, 2,000 downloaders already on it. So Apple Podcasts, search for San Angelo Live, or Spotify, search for San Angelo Live. Get it on your phone so you can take the news from San Angelo with you. Until tomorrow, I'm Joe Hyde, and this has been the Live Daily News.